in a match literally just seconds shy of the hour mark. So mixed doubles will be on next. As you can see, the number 4 seeds, Mr. and Mrs. Adcock, Chris and Gabby Adcock, who recently won the gold medal at the Glasgow Commonwealth Games, up against Tan and Lai from Malaysia. Then we're back to women's singles and the defending champion, Arachanuk Intanon, up against Beatriz Corrales of Spain. Then mixed doubles and home involvement with Koling and Ruta Yul. Ruta Yul, of course, former world champion with Thomas Laybourne. You go back 5 years when she won that gold medal. They're up against the silver medalists from last year, Xu Chen and Ma Jin of China. So the public address announces Chris Adcock and his wife Gabby Adcock onto court first, and they're up against Tana Aikwan and Lai Pei Jing of Malaysia. So it's a magnificent arena here in Belorod, about 20 kilometers from the center of Copenhagen. Outskirts of the capital city. And you can probably just see the court in darkness, 2 courts from the end, and the presentation of the matches coming on, and innovation here at the World Championships, and it seems to be working well. So these 2 mixed doubles pairs consisting of a left and right hander. Commonwealth Games. The Commonwealth Games, not a ranking tournament. So they have in fact played seeds. So to the 23-year-old Tanai Kwan, his partner turned 22 earlier this month. Now their win-loss record for the year, let me of the injury woes and the surgery needed to go Liu Ying, and we all wish her well. Hope she's recovering from those surgeries on both knees, I understand. But that's not to say that Lai Pei-Jing didn't step up to the mark, playing with Chan Peng-su, fourth in Glasgow. In fact, she was fourth in the women's doubles as well. Lost the women's doubles bronze medal playoff match to her opponent of today, Gabby Adcock, who was playing with Lauren Smith. So for Gabby Adcock, there she is. A full set of medals at the Glasgow Commonwealth Games. Gold in the mixed doubles, silver in the mixed team competition, and that bronze medal in the mixed doubles. So Lai Pei-Jing, 22 years of age, her partner 23, Chris Adcock 25, his wife also 23 years of age. So two very young pairs. And yet two pairs who have had players on court that have really stepped up to the mark in major competitions. Well, this will be the first meeting between these two pairs, so no previous history for us to go by. But Chris Adcock in the background there, of course, he won a silver medal at the World Championships 3 years ago in Wembley Arena, but not with his wife. He was playing with Imogen Bankia of Scotland. Lost in the final of those World Championships 3 years ago to Jiangnan and Zhao Yunlei, who of course went on to take the Olympic gold medal. No shame to lose out to the top Chinese pair.
On my right, Tai Akan, Lai Pei-Jing, Malaysia. On my left, Chris Adcock, Gabrielle Adcock, England. Gabrielle Adcock to serve,
Wilson of Denmark. Rampa Diraj Vinadri from Mauritius, the service judge. So the number 4 seeds from England, Chris Adcock and his wife Gabby Adcock.
One love.
Well, certainly performed in Glasgow under pressure as the number 1 seeds. They were expected to win and they delivered. I do have a slight concern, though, Morton, about their performance in the European Championships in Kazan earlier this year, because of course they were the number 2 seeds and lost in the last 16.
Yeah, we saw them 2 weeks ago playing in Glasgow. They won it and they played okay in the final. As you said, they stepped up to the challenge. But in all honesty, I had an enormous question mark with Chris. Because he really played a bad tournament in Glasgow. When it came to the doubles, the mixed, when it was individual or team, he was really struggling for those 10, 11 days. He came through and won the mixed doubles as expected, but it was not with flying colours in my book. And I'm actually looking forward to seeing him play here, because I want to see whether it was purely the pressure and the expectations at the Commonwealth Games, or he's having a bad patch at the moment, because he was really playing a lot of mistakes and very uneasy on everything he was doing.
But isn't it testament to one of the qualities of a champion, that they can keep coming through even when they're not playing their very best?
Absolutely. I totally agree with you on that. But had he lost that men's doubles in the quarterfinal, I think it was against the Welsh pair,
1-4.
Oh, yes.
or the last
it was,
16, or
It was the quarterfinal, I think.
quarterfinal or something. You know, that would have had a completely different complexion on everything.
Yes, fair point.
So yes, I agree with you on that, and it was really good. But I'm just interested in watching, and you know, it's the psychology of the game, and I'm interested to see are we having Chris back here. I think they argued whether.
It had been a double hit? Or?
Yes,
Yeah.
I think so.
Well, I could certainly hear one of the coaches saying, don't argue, don't panic, get on with it. Now, the fact that they were a little tense shows that they are feeling the nerves. It's not been the best of starts for them. The whole reason I the whole thing up, Morten, is because I, like you, have this nagging doubt in my mind about them dealing with pressure. When Chris won that silver medal with Imogen Bankier, they were unseeded in the World Championships. You've already talked, even earlier today, about when you play without pressure, you're not expected to win. It's very, very different.
Yes.
You know, all of a sudden, this English combination, they've had the most wonderful result, winning the Hong Kong Open at the end of last year, their first ever Super Series tournament title. You know, they've gone from strength to strength. And all of a sudden now, they've got up to number 5 in the world ranking. Here they are, the number 4 seeds, and people are expecting.
They have to defend their situation
Exactly.
position. And Chris did not, in my book, respond very well to that. And that's why, you know, it's interesting for me because, you know me, I'm looking into the psychology of things. I'm really looking into how they react and all that. And this is obviously interesting to see. Does the Commonwealth Games mean more to him, or is the World Championship meaning more? Where's the pressure? How does he react? All these small little things. So it's just my little quirky mind.
No, it's a very interesting mind. Yeah, nicely worked. I mean, Gabby Adcock, in my opinion, she's busy.
Steady.
Yeah, very, very good front court player. Lots of movement, always looking and hunting for that shuttle, wanting to get involved.
Yeah.
And there's no doubting Chris's talent in my book.
It's nothing to do with talent. It's just how they react under pressure.
Yeah.
That's good.
That is fabulous. My goodness me, how quick was that? Good reading of the situation. Apologises for hitting her opponent. But that is sensational. Yeah, they seem to have relaxed into it more now, the husband and wife combination from England.
And 8-2 down now, won the last 5 points.
It was actually 8-1.
Was it 8-1?
Yeah. Oh, look at that. Feisty. No, I don't want to change the shuttle.
It's giving me points.
Oh, why not? I'll give you a case. So sometimes we do get a little tired of the difference of opinions between opponents. There's a number of times or when to change the shuttle. That's well played.
Yeah, it was good play by Lai.
Service over. 8-9.
I think he lost the step there.
Oh yes, completely lost his footing.
Yeah.
Wheel spin.
And he's actually quite close getting over.
Yeah. And they've done well. Number 4 seeds from England. Back level. And indeed into the lead. Well, this is extraordinary. From 1-8 down, 10 of the next 11 points. It surely was just nerves to start with. Jeffrey, the England coach. It's a second round match.
20 seconds. Court
Mr. and
1.
Mrs. Adcock had a bye in the first round due to being seeds.
11-9.
The Malaysians had to beat the Hong Kong pair of Chan Lung and Si Yun Siwet. And they did that in 2 straight games, 14 and 17.
Play.
So of course the Malaysians have had the advantage of playing 1 match so far, getting used to the conditions.
Service over.
Well,
10-11.
it was a good rally, perhaps trying to be a little too ambitious there with the final shot.
I'm not sure. I actually think that was a good option. Because you see how Lai Peijing is really going for the net there. And
Yeah.
I think that deceptive shot was a good option.
And even if it doesn't work the first time, it keeps opponents on the toes.
Exactly. They know it can come next time.
Yeah. Which is why I'm a great believer that very early on when I was playing mixed doubles, I would really pounce on one on the net. If it worked or not, if it worked, it was great.
Yeah.
But even if it didn't, they were slightly hesitant
Just
about...
sending the signal.
Yeah. She's sharp, isn't she? Lai Peijing.
12.
Oh, service fault called. Struck above the waist, says our service judge. Devraj Gnadri of Mauritius. Let's have a look at that. Oh, well, I would have said racket not pointing in a downward direction. I think it was probably a fault on 2 fronts.
So which one you take.
Yeah. Doesn't matter which one he calls. It's definitely a fault.
You know, it looks like the Malaysian pair is now stepping up a bit, getting back into it. They were a little bit paralysed there towards the end of the first half of this first game.
Yeah, that's
once
the
again,
one.
Once again.
You're right.
They proved to be a good shot.
13 all. Service over. 14-13.
Oh, she's quick in there again. Good rally. And of course, we're seeing at these World Championships, Morton, one or two pairs that we haven't seen for the last 3 months, but the qualifying for the World Championships some time ago. So I guess it's quite difficult for this Malaysian pair. They haven't played together since the Asian Championships in Korea. You know, I think that's 4 months ago, was it?
Yeah, but they usually play together. They train together. They're part of the group. I don't think that's a big problem.
No?
No, I don't think so. And in many ways, I think they're playing really well. I know they had this 8-1 up situation. They lost it, but now I think they're back into it. And I'll come back to something I've been thinking about a little bit later to see if it's got something in it.
Service over.
Oh, it's all desperately close now, isn't it? All level. And this, you feel, is crunch time. Somebody's got to make their move. A little hand signal behind the back, just letting her partner know what serve she's going to play. Seems to do that every time she serves. Oh, that's gone long.
Service over. 16-15.
Oh, well, it's been called a fault for touching the shuttle. It was no question it was long of the back line, but the umpire had called a fault that he had touched the shuttle before it landed out.
Let's see. We can't see it.
No, can't see from that. But the point goes to the number 4 seeds.
Service over. 16 all.
It's very, very tough to see.
Yeah. Oh, what an interception from Gabby Adcock. My goodness me, the timing on that was phenomenal.
I think it was the right shot play by Tan. It should just have been a little bit higher. You know, I like to go back to what I started off with just before. No, obviously I've had the privilege of watching Chris Adcock and Gabby play for quite a number of matches. And it's interesting to watch how Chris is moving up behind his partner and really covering the mid-court areas and all that.
Yeah.
But he's very vulnerable in the deep corners if you lift it. He might get to the first one. If he hits that one, if he's attacking that one, you push him across as quickly as you can. He's totally out of it, I'm telling you. And that's why I think, you know, so often you think that you should put pressure on the woman and all about the net and all that.
Yeah.
I think, you know, when you play the Adcocks, you put the pressure on Chris at the back.
Interesting.
And let's see if some example comes, and then, you know, we can elaborate on it.
It's gone wide. So game point opportunities from 16, all 4 straight points. And therefore 4 game points for the number 4 seeds. It's gone long. First time of asking. 21-16 in 18 minutes.
If we get the last rally, there's actually a very fine example. Gabby is covering it. Now the lift is coming to the forehand side. Smash the lift there. If she didn't get that one,
yeah, they're in trouble.
They are in deep trouble.
Clearly long, the final lift. No question of that. So once again, confirmation of that opening game, 21-16 in 18 minutes of play. Oh, Peter Jeffrey, the England coach, is obviously saying something about attacking shots or downward shots. Jeremy Dow and Country Chung.
My 2 good friends.
Yeah.
Used to coach them for 4 years, back in the time in the late 90s.
When you were head coach in Malaysia.
Head coach in Malaysia, yes. Such a fine word, director of performance. Can you believe that?
Well, I would have thought the English pair, having been 1-8 down, will more than anything be relieved to have won that opening game. It wasn't the best of starts.
No, but a good effort.
Yep.
Very good effort to come back and winning, you know, fairly comfortable 21-16 is a very good sign for them.
Yep. Level, play.
Oh, that's delightful. Maddie, it's interesting. I was watching, given your comments at the end of the opening game there, and watching how close and how far forward Chris was in his base position.
Yeah.
I can really see it now, what you're talking about.
That's good. I'm happy.
Yeah.
Because what you see, you know, when you do the coaching, so often you talk to, especially the man in that mixed doubles combination, you know, please close these mid-court area shots and all that. Close them down, make sure you're there, get them as early as possible. But obviously that's opening up at the back. But I'm close to say, it's not completely right, but I'm close to say that Chris Adcock is overcommitting on it.
Yep, there we go. That's exactly what you were talking about. That's gone long. Look of puzzlement from live paging.
5 love. Nope. Service over.
That's good. That's landed on the back line.
I'd not want to go further into it, but had he chosen, opted to play that shot, he would have been out of balance.
Service over. 6-1.
Well, are we going to see a mirror image of the opening game here in the second?
Just reversed.
Yeah. Oh, it's a strong possibility now, isn't it?
7-1.
One down in the first. Can they be 8-1 up in the second? Having already won the first, the number 4 seeds from England. Oh, that's good defence. No, can't quite have a mirror image.
2-7.
I'm getting the impression the Malaysians are beginning to lose their spirit.
Yeah, I would say especially Tan.
Yeah.
Because when we're watching Lai Pei-Jin, she's a feisty player. She's in there the whole time. You can see the facial expressions, everything. She's in there all the way. But I feel that Tan has lost the plot a little bit. That's what I usually say. Out.
Oh, missed it.
Service over.
Look, what commitments initially from Gabby Adcock at the front of the court. There, that one. Good judgment.
Service over. 9-3.
Have you had a chance to speak to any of the players, Morton? Yesterday we were trying to work out whether there was any sort of a drift in this arena, and we thought it was pretty nigh on perfect playing conditions. Anybody had any comments to you?
Not at all. Everyone
No.
I've spoken to very much like it.
Yeah. I'm not surprised.
Service over.
I think it's interesting, you know, ever since I said I think Tan has lost the plot, I think the Malaysian pair has played some good rallies. And I like the way that they're able to drag Chris Adcock forward and having Gabby at the back on a few occasions now and all that. That it looks a lot better from the Malaysian point of view.
Oh, my goodness me. What a shot from Gabby. Not only the technical ability to be able to play that, but the vision to see that's where the open space was. Good, quick thinking.
Thank you.
Quick hands, too. Yeah, it's a wonderful example of her continuous movement within the rally as well, even off the shuttle.
10-4, play. Service over.
That's the perfect example of what you were talking about.
They chased him.
5-10.
Yep.
They really chased him. At one stage, they had to block one of the smashes, but apart from that, they really chased him on that baseline.
It's a good serve, wasn't it?
Service over.
Couldn't follow it up.
Interval.
And therefore, Chris and Gabby Adcock have a 6-point advantage at the mid-game interval in game number 2, having already taken the opening game 21-16. Visibly looking much, much more relaxed. What a contrast to the Malaysians.
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds. Thank you, coach. Play. Service over. 6-11.
Yeah, that's good pressure from Chris Adcock.
12-6.
And obviously, this is one of the favourite formations of the English combination here, because they're having a forehand on each side. And you always see that Gabby is going to her right to cover that forehand side there. And obviously, Chris is having the forehand on the other side because he's the left-hander. And they really love that formation and like the flat exchanges and all that from that situation.
Big, powerful smash. Look how far forward he's come. Yeah. When you said, I'm tempted to say he almost overcommits. There, he did overcommit. Got away with it.
Yeah, pressure is great, but he's getting away with it.
16-6. Out. Service over. 7-16.
Yeah, it's landed in.
16.
Oh, well, that wasn't bad movement. Very good from Chris Adcock. And when you consider that 10 years ago he had a freak accident, triple break of his leg, I understand that he's still got a metal pin in there. But look, yep, Morten, you say it, you're looking at me as if to say, well, how would he ever have recovered having jumped out wide there?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. (18-8), 10-point advantage and just 3 points needed for a place in the third round.
So it's over. 9-18.
Yeah, got in a bit of a tangle, didn't he, Tanai Kwan?
19-9.
I'm not sure how he was supposed to defend. Oh, it's a good flick serve from Gabby
20
Adcock.
match point.
Yeah, she's doing that well.
Yeah.
She's got a good flick serve. I've seen it on so many occasions.
Match point opportunities.
And here it comes.
Yeah, first time of asking, and after a really poor start by the number 4 seeds from England, the husband and wife combination of Chris and Gabby Adcock, 1-8 down in the opening game. My goodness, from that deficit, didn't they lift their games? 21-16, 21-9.
21-9.
Confirmed by the umpire. 34 minutes. And once they were into their groove, the English pair could only really see one outcome. They're through to the third round. Number 4 seeds. 2-game win. 21-16, 21-9 in 34 minutes. So after that mixed doubles, we return to women's singles.